same. Do you know what love is? Do you know what love is like? Do you know what
I said that I was going to start sharing any meals that we have that I thought was really delicious and healthy. I'm going to put this recipe here. I shared it a while ago. This one, rather than adding sunflower seeds, Deb added almonds. So you can create different versions of this, but this is Brussels sprouts. These are Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes. And she substituted blue cheese for feta. This is so good. Also in that recipe was the original dressing that we put on it, but today she just used this balsamic glaze that is really good. So this is an option too.
Okay, so my goals of the day. This is number one. This is the TV that I hung, I don't even know, a couple of days ago. Anyway, I'm going to lower it. This is all me. Danelle doesn't really care, but you see there's no space up there and there's a space down here. I want to lower it just a little bit, maybe an inch, inch and a half. So what we'll do here is, let's open it up. It does make it a little easier because it takes it away from the wall. So on the back, I'm going to take the TV off, and these brackets are attached to your TV. I'm going to raise those a little bit on the TV, which will lower the TV. So I raise those, it'll lower the TV and put it back up. That's goal number one. In this closet, this is the coat closet that we never use really for coats. But anyway, we're using it more for a temporary holding spot for products that come in that we either have to test out or decorate with or whatever. I want to put an outlet in here. There was supposed to be one, but was overlooked. And what the goal is I want to get this robot sweeper plugged in. We can just open the door every day. She can go out and do her business and come back here. This one, Danelle doesn't like to see sitting around outside. So that's why we're putting her in the closet. I am going to pull the power from around the corner from this outlet right here. It's not exactly where I want the outlet to be inside, but that's where I'm going to pull the power for because that's the only outlet out here. So this should be interesting with a big lady and a small. Number three, this is the spare bedroom upstairs. We call it Tracy's room because this is where they stay when they come. So this TV's been sitting here for a while. And what I want to do is mount it. I have the mount. I've had it mounted before in the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 houses. So it's a simple mount. This one you just find a stud, mount the height that you want, and put it on the back of the TV. So this should not be a lengthy project, but when I say that, it always ends up being different. Then if I get all of my projects done, all 3, which I don't think that should be a problem, I am going to run the recycling to town and clean up the shop a little bit. Christmas gift that I'm going to use to find the circuit that I need to shut off in the basement for the power before I do my outlet. So I want to try it out and see how it works. And then while we're down here, I am going to buy a new table saw, and I want to measure the space where I'm going to put it to see which size I want. I would like the 52-inch table saw. They have a 36-inch if it's too big. So we are going to clear all this out. This is from the holidays. We moved some of the outdoor furniture in just to make it a little more comfortable in here for the holidays. But anyway, my table saw is going to set right here in the middle of the room. And I wanted to make sure that if I put the 52-inch in here, that I wasn't going to make it too tight. I read the directions briefly. I kind of know how it works. This we're going to plug into our outlet, and if it's wired correctly, we can go down to the basement with this tool, run it over all the breakers one time, and then you'll do it a second time, and it's going to locate the circuit. So we're going to see if this works. But first, we have to move my bride's decorations to get to the outlet. So here we go. So this is the piece, the transmitter that we're going to plug into our plug. And here's all the codes. There's 3 lights on the bottom, so it's going to tell us if our outlet is wired right. So let's plug it in. This is one of our boxes. We have 2 boxes, 200 boxes. This is the first one, and they say we just turn this on. Okay, and then it said to go back through them again, slowly. So it's number 19 is what I'm thinking so far is the winner. Okay, so we're going to shut number 19 off, and we're going to go up and see if that light shut off up there. So here we go. And there it is. It is off, so it worked. So that is a nice, handy little tool when you're trying to find a circuit breaker and your box isn't wired correctly or not white labeled at all, that you can do it all by yourself.
If your goal in 2024 is like mine of adding more protein to your diet, making sure that you get enough, Flav City is an excellent way to do that. We have several of their flavors. They have 25 grams of protein. The butter coffee has 10 grams of collagen, and it even has caffeine. So this is perfect for like mid-morning. So you'll not only get protein, but you'll get a little boost too. What I love about it is you do not need a blender, only a shaker bottle, shaker cup. So you just put 1 scoop in your favorite milk. I usually use almond milk, but you can use any. With the 25 grams of protein, it is pretty filling for us. So a lot of times we will use this as a meal replacement as well. Oh, so good. Buttery coffee. To show you the stats on the back of the bag, right there you go. It's made with undenatured whey protein, organic pea protein, mushrooms. It's just an all-around clean protein smoothie. And easily get more protein in your diet. 1 scoop of this as a mid-morning snack is $25 right there. So I'm going to put a link here because I do have a code. D&D will get you money off.
New house construction, you're going to find these boxes either nailed to a stud. So there's going to be a stud here or a stud on the other side. And the reason I want to know that is because when I drill my hole, I don't want to go into the stud. So I want to go to the opposite side and just go through to the other side and poke the wire through. I'm going to undo all of this here. And then we'll show you the next step. I wanted to show you the difference between a new workbox and an old workbox. So a new workbox means new construction home when all the drywall is off and all you have is the studs, and they'll take these boxes with 2 nails, put it up against the stud and nail it in. So those are for new construction homes. And then they have an old workbox, which looks like this. It has 2 tabs. You're going to cut your hole in the wall, and then when you screw this into the wall, it's going to tighten up against your drywall. So these flip up like this. And that, excuse me, is what you use for just when you're remodeling or anything like that. Next, you're going to determine your height on your box, and you can just hold it right up here. And if I had another hand, I would trace that mark where I have it all the way around the box, and that's where we're going to cut our hole. So there's many ways that you can cut this drywall. I am going to just use a knife because my drywall knife is down at the shop and I'm too lazy to walk down there. But you could use a multi-tool, a box cutter, a Dremel, just anything that will cut drywall. I just cut it out. So we're just cutting with a knife today.
or fall apart. I feel like a ship's going down tonight, but it's always darkest below.
Here's the 2 current wires that were in here, and clear in the back, I punched out another little hole. That's going to be my new wire. I'm going to stick through that hole, and it's going to run over to the hole on the other side. Pulled the wire through, so we wire. Now this is my new box. I knocked out or pushed back the little tab, and we'll run the wire through that. Pull it into the front of the box, and then we will be good to wire the outlet. This is our new plug. We have white to the silver screw. We have our ground always goes to your green on the bottom, and hot always goes to the brass. So we have it all wired up. We'll tuck it in there, put the cover on it, and then we'll do the other.
There is goal 1. She reached goal 1 today. That's the plug that she put in today. And then there is, sorry about this, there is the one on the other side that she ran it from. So, way to go, Deb. You did your first goal. Let's see if you get your second one. I've got this up.
Look how easy it is. Find a stud, 2 screws.
Is this one we had?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's going to go in. This is going to go on here. And then this is goal number 2 done. She ran this little cover, and then I'm going to paint that the wall color, have decor on here and all of that, but it looks so much better hanging rather than setting. The girls stopped by today and had to use our internet, and she has this little printer, and it is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Number 1, look how big this is. I have her tell you because I don't know all the details.
Okay, the paper roll is already inside. Then you go and download this app. You connect your printer. So there it is. Connect. And then I just go ahead and upload my file, and I have an Amazon return. So I just put that right there and I click print.
And it prints it out for you. It is so handy. This is perfect for people who don't have room for a big printer or need to take a printer with them somewhere. Even has this little case. I think it's really cool. And I told her that you guys would love it. So I'll put the link in these stories.